Make sure you talk to a licensed financial advisor in your area before you take on any investing, because investing carries risk. But without further ado, this is not financial advice. I just tell you about your Miss Baby because it's about to get hot in the kitchen. I want to put you up on a stock that you may or may not have heard of. I'm very sure that you made some money on the stock market, and I want to continue to help you to get more money in this upcoming week. This week is about to be insane, family. Check this one out. It's ticker symbol BN. If you do not have an investing app, download the Moomoo app in the top of the comments. This is how I'm finding these stocks. And this one is called Brookfield. It's currently $46. I'm gonna put you up on game right now. However, just know the buy zone for this is better, in my opinion, at about 38, which is a level of support, with a stop loss at about, let's call it even 36. However, even right now, people who are getting in, people who are dollar cost averaging in on this one, are making money. Let me show you why. The financial estimates, I always tell you to look at that. The tool that I'm showing you right now is an easy way to find it. The orange line is showing you what they expected to make, but look at this blue line above it. This is what they actually made. So imagine you thought you was gonna make a low amount and you keep making all of these high amounts. So they keep blowing the expectations out of the water that Wall Street thought they was gonna make and they thought they was gonna make, but now they just keep making more and more time and time again. This company is like $100 billion company, so it's not just some small company. It's a company that's been doing their thing, and they continuously keep knocking the estimates out of the water. Then you look at the balance sheet, because, and you might have heard that, right? And Wall Street likes to make it seem like everything is so complicated. Let me demystify that for you right here. A balance sheet, there's two things. There's the assets, things that are making you money, and then there's the liabilities, things that are taking money away. So do they balance out? And when you look at the bigger bar on the left, on all of these different sections, you'll see that the assets is at 500 billion and the liabilities is somewhere around 300 billion, meaning they have more money than they have in debt, which is great, family. Here's the opposite of that. Imagine that you met somebody at work or you met somebody in college or wherever, and they telling you, yo, I make $100,000 a year. And you're like, okay, wow, that's really good. But then they tell you they in $500,000 worth of debt. You gotta say, whoa, this ain't balancing out. But imagine the other way around, where they tell you they make $500,000 a year, but they got $100,000 in debt. You say, oh yeah, that's a way better balance. That's how you think about the balance sheet. Now, if you appreciate that, let me know what stock or crypto made you some money in the stock market this week. I want to celebrate your family, and I want you to be an inspiration to those who are still sitting on the sideline. I want to give you even more information why BN is a stock that's worth looking into. It's this. It's because they are working on the cash flowing companies. This isn't a company that is working in renewable energy itself, but they're buying companies that are working in renewable energy. And why is that important? Because we live in a world with artificial intelligence and AI. It might seem like it's simple and easy to use on your phone, but what's really happening is your phone is sending signals to a data center, aka the modern supercomputer, and then that supercomputer is running off all this electricity, but it needs more and more electricity to be able to compute the things that you are asking it, and the millions of other people are asking it. And now you see AI getting more advanced, where you're starting to see AI videos all over the place from regular people. You're seeing AI characters, historical figures, all of these things being sent to these data centers, and they need more energy. So then what's going on is this company BN, they are an asset manager who deals in real estate, but not just real estate, renewable power, that focuses on long-term assets that generate cash flow and strong returns for investors. Why is that important? What's going on here is this company is kind of making what they would call an ETF, an exchange traded fund. You could think of it like that. It's not necessarily specifically that, but they're buying companies that have good cash flow. They're buying companies that have good balance sheets. They're buying companies that have good fundamentals. So now they are the company that owns a lot of little things that are doing well financially. So then they are doing well financially. And like I told you before, it's currently kind of consolidating, and the buy zone for the heavy load your Brinks truck up has currently been for Wall Street at about 38, with a stop loss at about 35. So then the risk is low. However, people are loading in dollar cost averaging right now, and the price targets have just been rolling in from Wall Street. RBC Capital said 57, JP Morgan said 58, and Morgan Stanley said 54, TD Cowen said 55. So they get higher and higher and higher price targets as time goes on. And I want to give a shout out to all of the new members of KGU. Let's go. who are now getting my trade alerts. I've been sending out trade alerts. We just won the last 4 in a row. We got into a SPY call option, the 667 call, knocked that one out of the park. We got into a lift one where I showed everybody step by step, even beginners who needed a helping hand to get in some plays, helped them with the lift one, knocked that one out the park. And I want to give a shout out to Brian. Put DJ in the chat because his name is DJ Brian, who just made $11,000 on BYND, but on the way down, because it was very obvious that this one was coming down. If you want to learn any of these skills, family, and be a part of the family and stop trading on your own, then join KGU. The link is in the top of the description. If you click on this link right here, it says book a call to get my trades. This will help you to see what I'm looking at, how I'm seeing the charts, how I'm seeing the fundamentals, and how we're getting busy over there. And when you get there, it's going to open up to a video that's going to let you know as to what's going on. And when you watch the video for about 30-40 seconds, then a green apply to KGU is going to pop up. And if there are spaces available, once you get in there, you're going to see a calendar, which the calendar, you can see it already. There's only a few spots in the calendar left for you to contact my team. And I told them you rolling with me, so you'll be able to get in with us if there are still spaces. So I look forward to seeing you over there, so you're not trading alone in the dark anymore. There's so much money to be made. We've been making money hand over fist, family, so I'm looking forward to seeing you. Now, I want to put you up on some new stocks that people are looking at, but these are more high risk than something like a BN. These are more like your Beyond stocks. Those of you who made money with Beyond, like my guy DJ Brian, family, you got to know those kind of plays are get in, get up, and get out. If you're an absolute new trader, I would encourage you to stay away from things like that. But if you following somebody who knows what they're doing, then it could make more sense. But I want you to build your skills out before you take on trades like that, because to be honest with you, those aren't like Apple or Meta or Google or Nvidia, stocks that are making more money and traditionally going up. These are stocks that Wall Street Bets, a forum that's on the application Reddit, are being posted about by a lot of people who want to get in, make some quick money, and the money is there to be made, but then they know that they got to get out. But what often happens is new people get in and then they don't know when to get out. But I'm telling you this, there are 2 stocks that are looking to be similarly pumped up by Wall Street Bets. And the first one is ticker symbol ASST. It's currently $1.24. It's up 27% in a single day. And then you got your Beyond Meat, which has come down because a lot of the open interest, people that are interested in this, have moved over to these 2 I'm telling you about. The other one is DVLT. This one is $3.15. I'm not telling you to rush over there and buy those. I want to tell you that these are the stocks that are now trying to live in the legacy of what happened with Beyond. People are looking for the next Beyond Meat so they could run it up quick and then get out quick. And this is the one that they're looking at now. I'm not encouraging you to go and buy it because I know a lot of people just hear it and then they're just going to load up on it. If you do go and load up on it, I hope that you understand that just because I said it, I encourage you to do the research on it. If you want me to do further research on these, then you let me know in the comments by typing the ticker symbol, and I'll go ahead and I'll look further into it. Asset Entities Inc. used to be $11 back in May, but it has since come down. And when stocks do this, you have a situation where you have people who are shorting them. Shorting them means you have institutions or even regular people who are betting against them. And when you have a whole lot of people betting against them, it starts to weigh on the stock and push it down a lot. So when it's pushed down too fast, sometimes things can get oversold. And what happens is they get a little bit of a pop. And then when they get a little bit of a pop, a lot of those bets against it start to close out. And what does that mean? You get what's called a short squeeze. A short squeeze means there's a whole lot of buying rushing in very, very fast. And this is what Wall Street Bets is looking for. So instead of only chasing after those, because yes, there is some money to make in those, you put a few dollars in that, you could really turn up. But you got to know what you're doing. My people who want some long-term stocks as well, I want you to pay attention to Apple, the company that's been making money for people for decades at this point. And Apple is currently 262. I can see Apple going to 280, if not 300 long-term. And Apple, they have recently been beating the expectations as well. When you look at the orange line and you can see that they thought they were going to make $89 billion, they actually made on the blue line of $94 billion. This is why they're selling more in terms of the services that they do. But now we're finding out that the iPhone 17 is selling like the old iPhones used to sell, aka the line is wrapped across the street. And revenue is driven in Apple right now by the iPhone 17 sales and the service revenue that they have. Your Apple Musics, your other kind of Apple cloud services. They're using things like that to make a lot of money. And the gross margins are improving, meaning they're making more money per person. And check this out. They said that there was shipments of about 2 million for Q4, but in China and in the US, they are outperforming the iPhone 17 sales. And I might go and get me an iPhone 17 because my phone is starting to act up, but that's a whole nother point. They're saying that there's unexpectedly strong sales of the iPhone 17, but I want you to watch this. They have their earnings coming up very, very soon. Every last earnings, Apple has fallen 5 times in a row after their earnings. The 6th one could be the difference because we're hearing new iPhone related things. So I want to put you up on game. And if you want to see what's going on with that and how I'm playing it, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I see you on KGU. Like I said, I told my team that you're rolling with me if you book a call in the calendar to get my trades. I'll see you over there, family. And if you don't have an app, use the Moomoo link in the top of the description. Put $100 on there at a minimum. If you put more, that's even better because you're going to be ready and set to go for the challenges that we have to come. I'll see you on the next one, family. I'm so pumped about this week and the rest of the year and the next one to come. I'll see you on the next one and take care.